Good rotation, everyone. My former name is David Jeremy Hudson, also David Capel. My name now is David Capal. That's David, D-A-V-I-D, Capal, C-A-P-A-L. I filed a federal lawsuit against Barack Obama and the United States government back in December 2014. And my life hasn't been the same since, because I emailed Barack Obama an excerpt of my book back in around March 2014, and they've been targeting me ever since that time. And in the email, I had tools of enslavement used by Caucasian persuasion to enslave people of color in some excerpts of my books. I haven't seen my daughter, Shanae, since that time, in about 3 years. I'm a loving father, and I know she's angry with Ma because I haven't heard from her, and I left her with a debt because I tried to assist her with her credit, and I added her name to my credit card, and I was going to pay it off to help her improve her credit. And I was going to give her gifts, and I told her. And that was the last conversation I had with her, is for her to tell me what you want, I'm going to get it for you, because I was writing my books. And so, but I was targeted by the government for writing books. Let me share this scripture with you. This is Acts 28:20, King James Version. For this cause, therefore, have I called for you, to see you, and to speak with you, because that for the hope of people of color, I am bound with this chain. I've been on public arrest since I filed my federal lawsuit, and I'm asking for people of color assistance. Let me share another scripture with you. This is Psalms 105:30, King James Version. King James. Cain, I am Cain. My sister share James is James. King James Version. Okay. The land brought forth in abundance in the chamber. Hold on, say it again. Okay, this is Psalm 105:30, King James Version. Their land brought forth frogs in abundance in the chambers of their king. Robots. The court system is filled with robots. I got one more scripture with you. Now, Jeremiah, my former middle name is Jeremy, David Jeremy Hudson. And you have evidence in the scripture that I am the Messiah. Jeremiah, my former middle name, Jeremy. David, my name now is David again. I changed it back to David. And Hudson, Ehud, in the scripture. Ehud, my brother Eric Hudson, was killed because of my victorious cases. Ehud, Hudson. David, Jeremiah, Hud. David Jeremy Hudson. But this scripture is Jeremiah 4:10, King James Version. Greatly deceived this people. That's all you need to hear. Greatly deceived this people. Greatly deceived this people. We have been deceived by Caucasian persuasion. Big time. And it's time for us to wake up. Now, back to the business. For I am victorious in my cases. I served Barack Obama in December 2014, and he failed to respond. But he responded in attacking me, harassment, intimidation, hacking, threats on my life, killed my brother Eric Hudson, targeted my niece Daria at gunpoint and carjacked her and took her cell phone, targeted my niece Raquel with an accident, targeted my sister Sherry James with a hit and run accident that damn near killed her and has her somewhat mentally challenged, along with her false teeth. Yeah, I'm exposing her, but it's out of love. They targeted her with false teeth. They targeted my brother Hiram with false teeth. They targeted my brother Eric Hudson with false teeth before he was killed. They targeted my mother. They targeted my entire family because Caucasian persuasion knew I would become the Messiah. And so they had decades in advance to plan, and they've been poisoning my food for decades. Caucasian persuasion, because they knew the Messiah was David Jeremy Hudson, now David Capal. I am victorious in my cases, and the movie titles tells you the truth. For example, Eddie Murphy, Coming to America. I am the King Kane. I am Kane Capal. Coming to America, Eddie Murphy. Trading Places, Eddie Murphy. Trading Places, I'm taking the place of Caucasian persuasion leadership. Trading Places. King's Ransom. I am currently being detained by the U.S. government in Birmingham, Alabama. 6813 Mexico Avenue, Birmingham, Alabama. I am under arrest, circle, detainment by the U.S. government because of my victorious cases, because they don't want a male of color to be such Cain. Now, what else? Here's the deal. I'm victorious, without a doubt. So here's the deal. I have the cash. I will have it. For every rioter, everyone who riots from the age of 21 up, I only want 3 rotations of riots. Start at night and start on the numbers 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 14, 16, 19, 21st, 23rd, 25th, 28th, or 30th. Start on such numbers only at night, and then continue for Theos, 3. Theos, we're coming up with a new language as well. Theos is 3. For Theos rotations of riots, for every person who riots, I will give. The scripture says, and he gave gifts to his people. This is it. I'm going to give you gifts. And my history tells you I'm generous. Research me. My articles, also check this out. King David's articles. The articles are the articles I've been featured in the newspaper. Just look at, you don't have to read the words, just look at the titles. Like Dreams Come True at thinkverybig.com. That's a title. Making It Big, that's one of my titles. So my article titles tells you, confirms I am the Messiah and that I'm going to be very wealthy. My former business name, Think Very Big. I've had that name for years, so it relates to my gigantic case. I am the wealthiest man in creation. And the scripture says, inherited the earth. That's me. I own damn near everything through my case, because Barack Obama failed to respond, because Barack Obama is on crack cocaine and has been for years, along with his, so Barack Obama's on crack, and I can prove that shit with scripture without a doubt. And I dare that motherfucker to question my goddamn authority. Anyway, for every person from 21 years of age and up who riots, I will give you $100,000 in cash. And I mean what I say. I'm very generous. But if you fuck me over, your ass is done. Anyone who fucked me over with my money, oh, that's a pet peeve of mine. Motherfucker try to get over me, you through dealing. So the rioters, if you try to come at me and say you rioted and you didn't, I'm going to treat your ass like a Caucasian persuasion. I don't go fuck what color you are. If you try to fuck me over with my cash, you're done. I own damn near everything. You're going to be goddamn homeless. You get it? You got it? I'm just letting you know my serious side before I get to the generosity. Don't fuck me over. Don't lie. I know if you lie. And your ass will be homeless for 7 weeks. Done. D-A-I-N. Done. Plus N. Done. Anyway, for every rioter from 21 years old and up who start with the courthouses, riot and tear down the courthouses first and everything else follows, because the courthouse is filled with robot judges. They even have robot dogs and birds surrounding my residence at 6813 Mexico Avenue in Birmingham, Alabama. But for everyone who riots, male or female, grandma can be out there rioting. Just don't lie to me, grandma. I'll have your ass homeless too. Real deal, grandma. Don't fuck with me about my cash. Anyway, for everyone who riots, Capal will give $100,000 in cash for only fierce rotations of riots starting at night. And that's my word, and I guarantee it. So this is what this video is about. The riots, starting riots. We're at the riots point now, because we got to get this case started so we can start building and start a new creation. So again, I say, for every person who riots throughout the galaxies, not just America, throughout the galaxies, I'll give you $100,000 in cash. Tear down the courthouses. We're going to rebuild them. Tear down everything with the colors red, white, pink, and orange. We're going to rebuild them. And that's my word. Again, let me close out with this. I am David Capal. I am the legal leader of America and all governments. I am the legal leader. The movie King's Ransom refers to Capal. And I say again, let's riot. And for everyone who riots, for only fierce rotation. That's it. We're going to probably do it again. Yeah. And I give you another $100,000 for fierce rotations of riots. And then if I say it again and you do it again, I'll give you another $100,000 in cash. So that's all it takes for you to have faith and believe in something greater. If you believe in me, look at my articles. Look at my case. You know I have the cash, I have the wealth, because I am victorious. And I've discovered the enslavement tools that enslave people of color. Change your name also. The letters Y, O, U, K, and E. Enslave people of color. Change your name and get rid of those letters. Again, I say the letters Y, O, U, K, and E. Enslave people of color. All the stars have those letters. Stars are the front slavers, are the frontline people to enslave people. All of them have those letters. The months of the year, the days of the week, the names of the states, the names of the countries. Birmingham is where the Messiah is born. Birmingham has none of those enslavement letters. Alabama have none of those enslavement letters, and they have the right numbers. Birmingham, Alabama, that's where I am. I am the Messiah. I am such king, such high priest. I am the teacher. I am a 21st thousand star general. General Capal. So again, let me close out and say, change your name, get rid of those enslavement letters, and start riots. And again, I say, for everyone who riots from the age of 21 and up, I will give, Capal will give you $100,000 in cash for only fierce rotations of riots. And start at night on those numbers I said: 1, 3, 5, 7, 10, 12, 14th, 16th, 19th, 21st, 23rd, 25th, 28th, and 30th. Start riots on those nights. start at night, and wear shades. Wear shades and drink a Heineken. Females also. Drink Heineken and wear shades. And have fun tearing this motherfucker down, because we're going to rebuild. Caucasian persuasion, your motherfucking time, rule time, enslaved people go, over. And I mean what I motherfucking say, you bitches. Kapow out.